Hi everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are going to do the Sagittarius May Tarotscope, and I know I'm like over a week into May, and I apologize for it being so late, but the messages will still be good, right? Okay, keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, you can always check your moon, rising, and Venus placements, because sometimes those will resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. Alright, Sagittarius, let's start by getting messages from your guides. See what's the strongest message that's wanting to come through. Oh, Scorpio got the same card, financial freedom. I feel like that's something that's available to you during this time. Even though the Scorpio full moon on the 12th, Scorpio doesn't necessarily have to do with your financial world, but because we're also in Taurus season, and Taurus is about abundance and finances, I feel like there's something about the full moon that is going to open up some sort of opportunity, not just for abundance, but for some sort of financial freedom. And also kind of keeping in mind, the more you release things that serve no value in your life, or the more you release things that restrict your ability to feel free, the more you're opening yourself up for financial freedom. If you have Scorpio in your chart, or you're connected to a Scorpio, I would watch that reading as well. That might help. It's like, I feel like there's something that's going on within the next week that's going to help you to either like gain some sense of freedom or release something that's going to open you up to some sort of financial freedom. Anything that you're feeling stuck in or feeling restricted by, if it's something that's been going on for a long period of time, if you can find a way to release it, or release it for now, I would do that. If you feel like there's not much you can do, then at the very least, try to do whatever you can to focus or direct your energy on something that makes you feel a sense of freedom. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, like what might be causing a lot of blockages, it's more your mental energy and your mental focus than anything. It's like you might be giving too much attention or too much focus to something that's just kind of like making your mind race more, or you're creating a lot of like negative scenarios in your head, and that might be what's kind of making it difficult for positive opportunities to come in. It's like you need to free your mental space in order to allow abundance to flow in. See if we can get more clarity on this. Yeah, there's something that you're innocently giving your power away to. It's like you don't even realize that it's something that's detrimental to you being able to manifest your dreams, have the things that you want, manifest abundance, feel secure, feel a sense of freedom. It's like you're innocently giving your power away. It's a very like it doesn't seem to be something that's that big of a deal. But whatever this is, and I feel like it's like a mental state, a focus. It's like it's making it difficult for you to focus on growth. Financial freedom and abundance as a whole gives you the ability to feel secure enough to grow, to move, to travel. And there's something that you're doing on a day-to-day basis, or thinking or focusing on a day-to-day basis, where it's like you're trying to find security and stability like instantly, like instant gratification. It's like you're seeking to find security in the moment. But that's what the present moment is, what you feel stuck in. And so it's like contradicting. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's the stories you keep replaying in your head, or the thoughts that you keep yeah, it's the same cycle over and over again, and it starts with the stories that you continue to tell yourself, or the fears that keep replaying in your mind. It's almost like you get this fear or this insecurity in your head, and it kind of gets you in like an on edge kind of place, and so you're seeking things to make you feel comfortable from that anxiety. But it's like you're finding comfort in the moment, but the moment is not where you want to be. Does that, like, it's making it difficult for you to move forward. So it's like you keep seeing the same thing over and over again, so you keep fearing the same thing over and over again, so you keep hesitating in the same way, and it's preventing growth. And I feel like to you, it doesn't seem like it's something that should be affecting your ability to receive abundance. But it's kind of like that thing, like if insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It's like you're wanting some level of growth or some level of freedom, but you continue to do and think the same thing day in and day out, and that's just going to keep the same cycle repeating itself. Alright, let's see if we can get any more detail, any more information on the energy you may be dealing with this month. Yeah, it's like there's something that you're doing to try to give yourself some emotional comfort. But it's like this is what you've always done to give yourself emotional comfort. Like you've always done it this way. And I feel like it's something that's just not serving. It's not serving growth anymore. It's serving comfort. It's serving stability. But you don't really want... I mean, you might want stability. If you want things to stay the same, then yes, seek stability, right? But if you're looking for some sort of change, you also have to let go of the things that you typically do for comfort and stability and security. Yeah. You're like the Queen of Cups is like nurturing, right? It's nurturing. Queen of Cups is kind of like the moon, like the Cancer energy, like that sense of home, that sense of emotional safety, emotional security. But focusing on that emotional safety and security at this time is what is kind of preventing or making it difficult for you to step into this positive change that's in front of you, or feel inspired to step into change or to take some sort of action. Like you're Sagittarius, you're a fire sign. And so for you, like too much water, too much stability, like emotional security, almost like kind of like dims your, or waters out your fire, your passion. It's like you're moving in a pod, like you're in some sort of transition phase. There's some sort of new beginning available to you. But it's like you get going, you get moving. But then it's like then you're leaning towards wanting to find comfort. It's like you're wanting something to progress and move forward. It might feel like things are kind of like at a stalemate right now. You're ready for some new energy in this. But it's like, again, it's like emotionally you're seeking comfort, and that's kind of putting you in the same space. And it's not necessarily that where you're at is a bad space. But it's like kind of very like comfortable, very kind of muted energy. And in some sense that kind of goes against the energy of who you are as a whole, as a Sagittarius, you know? Yeah, it's like, what are you holding on to that is keeping you feeling stuck, or almost like keeping you obsessively seeking comfort and security as opposed to growth? It's like you're in this space where you have some sort of opportunity to expand and evolve in some way. Like you've reached this level of growth. You can stay where you are. Like there's nothing, I don't feel like there's anything necessarily wrong with where you are. But I do feel it kind of like, you're kind of like, now what? What next? There's this kind of like lack of passion. There's this lack of maybe fulfillment. There's this lack of even like purpose. Like, what am I moving towards? And I feel like there is part of you that is seeking rest and is needing some sort of rest. But in the same aspect, it's like you might be holding yourself back like a little too much. Or you're withholding your emotions a little bit too much. You're moving in the right direction. You're moving towards wish fulfillment. It's like you're doing something the way you have always done it. And that's bringing progress, that's bringing growth, but it's like you've reached, like this is as far as you can go by continuing in the same, doing it the same way you've always done it. There's an opportunity to bring some sort of excitement, bring something new, bring some sort of growth, but it requires like switching up your normal routine and getting out of that space of like everything that you're doing is an attempt to protect your emotional world, to make yourself feel safe, to make yourself feel secure. And it kind of like puts more of a barrier up than you realize. It leaves you a little bit more restricted than you realize. Yeah, because I feel like overall you're looking towards something new. You're wanting to start something new. You're wanting to see more growth, something more value. You're wanting to be able to thrive. And you might even be looking to starting something new in the financial sense. But I feel like you're waiting for an opportunity to be presented to you. But the routine that you're holding on to is actually holding you back. It's like, it's almost like preventing this opportunity from even coming near you, or you're staying in so much in the same routine that you're not able to see the opportunity in front of you. And so it's almost like you're in a space where things are kind of calm. Things are quieting down a little bit. Like you have something going on where you have more peace of mind or have more stillness. And it would be like the ideal time to kind of like look at these look at these things or beliefs that you're holding on to, or habits or way of doing things, now that you have more peace or more calmness, so you can see exactly what it is that you need to be letting go of. Because I feel like it's like there's... It's like there's something that you would like to have in your life, but you keep taking the same approach to get it. And it's an approach that kind of leaves you as like a doormat. And there's another way to approach this. But the first step in that is by letting go the traditional way of doing things that is clearly not working. I hope that makes sense, and I hope you have a wonderful month.